All right, so we're doing this again, eh? So we're gonna present the research about VR, right? So let me set up everything, right? Everything is cool. Everything is set up, cool. So today we're gonna present what is VR. What's VR? So what is VR? VR it means virtual reality. A virtual reality. So basically, the device that is VR, it's a headset that basically you put on your head. It's like a mount. It's called a mounted display. Also called HMD, head mounted display. So, for example, now I'm in VR. So I'm doing this because with um, my hands in chair. You know, it's I have a VR headset and I have trackers and I can track my body and be in a VR environment, in a virtual environment, which is a reality that is virtual because I can move around, look around, right? And do whatever I want in that world. So, now we're gonna talk about the accessibility of VR. Okay, so the accessibility of VR, it's another story completely. It's very, let's say, very difficult to get, it's accessible, it's not very accessible to anybody. I mean, it's accessible, but it costs quite a bunch of boxes, like a lot of dollars. You need to buy a headset. Like, the headsets are not cheap. There's many headsets, but not a lot are cheap, and not a lot are good quality either. So what you need to do is okay, I will compare two headsets, the Valve Index and the Quest 2. So you have two headsets, one made by Facebook, one made by Valve. But the two, okay, are not the same price. Valve Index goes from um $3,000 the headset, and the Quest 2 from Facebook, Reality Labs, Oculus, it cost $400. So you see the price difference? It's not the same. And the Quest 2 is new. It's new from 2020. So before that, people couldn't afford. If they couldn't afford a VR headset, well, too bad for them. They can't get into VR, right? And VR is amazing. It's sad to say that it's not very accessible. Then there's all the accessories that you need for VR. You have body trackers, which are sensors that you put on your ankles, your arms, your legs, to be able to track your body movements inside VR, which is also not very accessible to a lot of people, because full body tracking, it's like per sensor. It's $100 per sensor, $100 per sensor, which is quite a lot of boxes for sensors. So, but there is a new one that will come out called Slim VR. Slim VR is basically a cheaper version of this. Instead of having just one tracker for $100, it's five trackers for $200. Okay, so it's worth the price. It works. It works with Wi-Fi and doesn't need any base stations because the trackers that exist now, you need trackers like base stations around, and it's really not practical. If it lose tracks every 10 minutes, and for the price, it's not worth buying. It's better to wait for the Slim VR that will come out very soon. Okay, now that was about the accessibility, not very accessible. Okay, now we are talking about the accessories, right? The accessories, yes, like I said, body tracking. I just talked about it. No need to do it again. I don't have much time. Um, Haptic vest. The haptic vest is basically a vest that makes you feel the pain. Okay, makes you feel sensations that you, if someone touch you in VR, then you will feel it in real life. It will give you a feedback on your vest. It's called an haptic vest. It gives you, you know, sensations. either pain or other sensation. It's you to guess. Then we are going for the other accessories. Um, Omnidirectional treadmill. Okay, to be able to walk, right, in VR, in reality, and then make it works in VR as well. Okay, so basically it's a treadmill that is 360 degrees. You have a harness around your waist, right, and it basically you can turn around and walk in place like this, right, and it will do the same in game. So it's to increase immersion. Okay, now we're done with this, but it is very not accessible. It's like almost $3,000 the treadmill. So there's alternatives like the same company called Cat VR just dropped sensors called Cat Loco S. Okay, it's like two sensors for the ankles and one for the waist, right? It tracks your waist movements, right? And with the legs, you can walk. Okay, you walk in place, you run in place. You don't need a treadmill. Okay, my personal opinion is better because you're not restricted by a treadmill. It's really nice. You have a mat to make you feel that you are the boundaries that you don't need to cross because otherwise you're gonna bang into anything in your room. Because once in virtual world, you don't really know what's around. You only see the virtual world. You don't see anything else. So yeah, need to be careful about that. Okay, now we're done with this. Now let's talk about the future of VR. So what is the future of VR? I think the future of VR is really, really, really promising, as there's a lot of things that are being developed, such as the Oasis. Probably you heard about the Oasis. It comes from a movie called Ready Player One, right? That's also where the omnidirectional treadmill came from, and that's why it's here, because from a movie we took the idea and we made it real. But like the Oasis is basically an infinite amount of worlds. Like this metaverse I'm here now in VR chat, but it's very limited. You need to bake all the lights. It's not real time lights. I mean, if you put real time lights, then some people don't have the PCs to run them. So for the Oasis, it's going to be very optimized and um, hopefully have no limitation in hardware whatsoever, and try to make a world that is not limited by hardware. We'll see about that. So now that's about this, and we have another one that is a dream of every gamer, every VR gamer. It's called Full Dive VR. This one comes from an anime called SAO, called Sword Online. It's basically the protagonist. They have a headset, VR headset similar to this one I have, but like it puts them to sleep, and basically they enter a dream state, and the dream is basically shared across a server, and basically it's a game everyone plays in. It's basically you put to sleep. It's like a game in a dream, right? Um, let's put it that way. It's called Full Dive. Okay, this is um an ambitious project. It's something that companies are trying to do. It's very hard because you need to send signals to the brain to move inside virtual reality without moving in real life. Because now, with the virtual reality we have now, I have to move in real life. I cannot just go in my bed and sleep and move in virtual reality. This is half dive. Like, we can't dive completely yet. Hopefully, in the future. Okay, now my opinion about the future. I think it's going far. I think it's going great, and I think with all the new technology coming, that's gonna be sick. Like immersion, gonna be a lot better in few years probably. Um, it's gonna be less limited by hardware. PCs are gonna get better. GPUs are gonna get better. CPUs are gonna get better, and people and things are gonna get much more affordable. Hopefully, we pray, huh? We pray. But hopefully more people come into VR. I mean, Facebook has made the Quest 2. It's much more affordable than the other headsets, and it works perfectly well. Even rivals the other one and can be wireless. So there's no need to worry. It's gonna come. Okay. So yes. I forgot about the wireless part. Okay. So the Quest 2 is one of the only headsets being able to um, be wireless without being tethered to your computer. You don't need you need a computer, but you don't need a cable to plug to your computer. So you have the 4 degrees of freedom. That's 360 degrees, but it's called the 4 degrees of freedom. Um, so it's really nice as well. And yeah, that's about it about VR. I cannot go much more into details, but I hope this is enough. Um, Hope you like the view. That's a room that I did myself. So yeah. Um, Hope it's enough. Yeah, that's about it about my vlog. Hopefully you like it. And hopefully see you soon. Thank you. Right, trying to stop this the recording. uh, bye bye.